Ooh, you're going to want to stick around for this one. This one is pretty interesting. Today, we're going to talk about a subject that doesn't get talked about after bariatric surgery or weight loss surgery of any kind. So, after 21 years, this is the first time I've heard this one. So, let's check this out. Okay, what I'm talking about, I had a viewer ask about if there was any correlation between bariatric surgery and cancer, stomach cancer. Okay, so I thought, now that was a hell of a question because I never thought about that one before. And so I started looking it up and I started searching. I spent a couple of days searching this up, and what I found was very interesting. Okay, so the first thing that I found or didn't find was that there was no correlation between having a bariatric surgery and it causing any kind of cancer. There's nothing out there. There's no data, no nothing. Now, if they were in there and there was already a problem and they didn't notice it, they didn't catch it, and they did the surgery, now that, that's a pre-existing, but you're supposed to be screening for that pre-surgery, any kind of history like that. But according to everything I tried to find, I Googled like crazy over the last couple of days. And I couldn't find anything that said there was any literature or any studies that correlated bariatric surgery with any kind of stomach cancer, with causing any kind of stomach cancer. Okay. The fun part that I found over and over and over again that I didn't know, I had never heard this, is that if you are overweight, obese, by the numbers, you have a 30 to 40% more chance of getting cancers. Liver, melanoma, skin. If you have more skin, you have more chance of getting them. Liver problems, kidney problems, multitude types of cancers. It raises the chances of you contracting them. It has to do with, like with skin, it has to do with the amount of skin that you carry on your body. Liver and kidney usage, that's the amount of stuff coming through your body. Colon cancers, that's the amount of stuff going out of your body. Stomach cancers, things like that, they didn't say anything about, but it makes sense. So if you're eating a large volume, for a long time of processed, full of chemical, bad for you foods, the chance of you catching a cancer from that, I would say, goes up. It made total sense to me when I started reading it. I found it on 4 different spots, 4 different places. It was an eye opener for me. Okay. So, having my father had cancer, but he smoked for 47 years, but everybody else in my family, my sister she smokes. She had a spot on her lung, and she has because we're all so fair skinned, we try to stay out of the sun, and she's had a couple of melanomas, and I had one taken off back here 2 years ago. But this is, driving. My dermatologist always watches this arm and this side of my face real close because, driving the car around all the time with the most sun exposure. And so I'm, like when I go mowing and stuff, I cover up and everything. But I'm sorry, I digress. But that was a very, very interesting find for me that there's no correlation for having a bariatric surgery for it causing cancer, but being overweight raises your cancer chances of getting a cancer dramatically. That one kind of shook me to the bone. Okay. So it's a win-win. If you have a family history of cancers and you don't smoke. Now, like I said, I've been quit 24 years. I haven't had a cigarette since January 2nd of 2000. I haven't even had a cigar, not a dip, not a cigarette, nothing. I have been tobacco free for 24 years. Okay. Because of my dad's history. Okay. So to me, it's a win-win. Okay. Since I got all that weight off of me and have pretty much kept leveled off for the last 21 years, I couldn't be happier with the thought of it taking the weight off, cutting my cancer levels chances down. It's something to think about. It's something I never, ever, 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 ever came into my brain. Out of all the years of me doing this, me and the wife, and all the studying I've done, and I never come across that until I had to look it up. I had to really, really search to find stuff about it because it's just not talked about. So I hope this helps. I hope all of you have a great day and I wish the best for all of you guys. Y'all, it just, sometimes there's some good news. You find some good news, and this is one of those days, and I'm happy to give it to you. Y'all be good.